Just noticed this though. This person got "fuck you" keyed into their car. Wonder what they did, if anything. So, with that footage that I lost on Sunday afternoon, after running out of gas, basically half the day was just corrupted when I got home. So I think my Contour Plus is taking a dump. It's also been having an issue where I'll turn it on and the red light on the bottom just comes on and it doesn't actually turn the camera on. It just freezes up, never gets the actual boot sequence beeps. So I know something's screwed up. It could be the aftermarket Wasabi or whatever the hell that company's batteries are called. I picked up a pair on Amazon. It could be that the voltage is just different enough that it doesn't like them. So I went ahead and ordered a new camera. I bought the Sony HDR 100 VR, which is a bit smaller than the Contour. I looked at it at Best Buy, and Best Buy's price was this map's a lot smoother. I'm going to turn on a sport. So this is the first time I'm going to get to test out my mic on the freeway since putting the sound deadening material on it. No idea what it's going to sound like. I can barely hear myself talking right now because we're doing like 80 miles per hour on the freeway and it's really windy. So I got the Contour, or I mean the Sony 100 HDR 100 VR. It comes with a cool wrist strap mount, or rather just a wrist strap remote that lets you start and stop the video. And it also has a little LCD screen or LED screen, I don't know what kind of screen it is, that lets you have a live view of what you're recording. So that's cool. My Contour only does that when I've got the iPhone on and it's a little bit laggy, not too bad. I've seen video of how bad the GoPro is. It's really laggy. Whereas this new Sony camera is pretty much just live. What you see is what you get. So that's cool. It comes with a waterproof case and a screw in the bottom so you can mount it. And it comes with some flat surface mounts and a curved surface mount. So I'll be able to stick it on my helmet. And then I also got the swivel mount. And then for when the baby comes along, I got the accessory like handy cam screen. So it gives you a view of what's recording. It's kind of like if you slapped one of those handy cam screens onto your Contour, like a traditional video camera. So that's really cool. It does 4K, 1080p. It's either 60 FPS or 120 tops. Seems to be a really awesome camera. Just a slew of features. It's actually got image stabilization as well, so that should smooth out my videos. The rear sets feel pretty good. It's pretty crisp and smooth, whereas the stock rear sets felt kind of chunky. So once I get that camera, I'll do a full review of it, maybe an unboxing, show all the features, and compare and contrast it to the Contour Plus. When I saw the Blunty video of the HDR30V, I was pretty impressed. He like drop kicks the thing, throws it at concrete, throws stuff at it, and the video just looked good the entire time that he was abusing it. So I'm pretty impressed. The only thing that happened was he tossed it in the air and it hit at just the right angle that the waterproof case broke open. But that could have been handled by just putting a rubber band or some tape on the door to make sure that even if the hinge pops open, the case doesn't kick open. The only mod I might have to do is drill a hole in the bottom for the remote mic. Well, I'll definitely have to do that. The question is whether or not the case that I get is going to be amenable to that. Holy fuck, is this guy slow. Can't afford an extra 10 cents in gas. So I think I'm just going to inch up to the next light and piss everybody off. Yeah, my Beamer. Yeah, I don't know, Jono. This map's a little too smooth. Kind of takes that rough edge out of the bike, but it does make rideability a hell of a lot better. You don't get it nearly as much of that off-on throttle chain slappy feeling. I still got a cough there. And I completely closed the rear screw, so that probably helped with a lot of the coughing. We'll see as I ride this road. So thus far, I haven't noticed a huge difference with the Rizoma rear sets, which is a good thing. They feel like you don't notice they're there. The pegs just seem to be just right. Everything's really smooth, not distracting at all. I think I got the adjustment right the first time out. I don't think I'll have to push them up at all. So at some point this week or this weekend, I'm going to do a quick tutorial to show what the process is like using Tuneboy to flash the ECU and the trims. The trim file is basically what controls your fuel mapping, ignition advance, and all that. And the flash, or tune, is the main ECU software that controls, say, your ride-by-wire throttle and all of the other system side tweaks. It's a pretty easy process. Honestly, the hardest part is just keeping track of your key, username, and password, keeping that in a safe place so you don't lose it like I did. There is a driver update if you've got an older Tuneboy box. I got mine a couple of years ago, so I had to do the firmware update. And then version 4.0 Tuneboy just came out, so that's what I flashed on. This map feels really nice. Not sure what I want to hit up this weekend. Palomar and Angeles Crest are a hell of a trek. I know a guy up in Malibu rides up there just about every weekend. Ortega's fun, and it only takes, I don't know, maybe an hour to get to Lake Elsinore. Really depends. I don't know. Maybe I'll just put all the roads in a shoebox, shake it up, and let fate decide. I've been smelling something. I think it might just be that this tune runs a bit leaner than the other one. Because the other one, man, I smelled fumes like crazy. This one has more of a burnt wax smell. It's also popping a lot less, so it's definitely leaner. And I think that's what I saw across most of the map when I was comparing it to Coop's Termi map. But I'm also out in the open air, and God knows what vehicles actually have emissions equipment on them, so could just be I'm smelling pickup trucks. Man, the rear brake is definitely a lot firmer with the new rear sets. I think long term it may turn out that that upward angle makes a huge difference. The feel of these foot pegs seems to be better. Moving my feet side to side, they don't slide at all because of the knurled cuts. But I'm wondering if it's going to be a lot harsher on boots. I'll have to check after a month of riding with them, see what they do. So, time to put this fuel map and the Rizomas through their paces on the Live Oak Canyon Road. I'll be right back.